Oh yeah.
One of the things in Air was that did you see the movie Air?
Yeah, of course. With yeah, Sonny Vaccaro and
And Sonny basically did that film for free because he wanted to tell his side of the story. And it's accurate, but it was misleading in one thing. Miss Jordan was, I mean, she was on the spot and getting her son to Portland. Nobody, not Miss Jordan, not any of the people or agents in basketball, nobody in any of the other sports knew to seek a percentage.
Mhm.
And Sonny Vaccaro was working for Nike, and he clued Ms. Jordan in that the big thing to do, because Sonny was really proud that, in Nike, there's true hatred there between Vaccaro and Nike. Phil Knight fired Sonny Vaccaro in 91 and without any severance or anything. And so, I mean, this is longtime hatred.
Wow.
And so Sonny had, before this hatred developed, Sonny had told Miss Jordan, you need to ask for a percentage.
Ooh.
And Sonny's never exactly told me that's why he got fired, but that's what I inferred from it.
Oh wow.
And so because that, and Phil Knight wanted to get rid of Jordan. They couldn't handle all the demand and the risk of the Air Jordan shoe. And finally Phil Knight had to realize that they couldn't go back and just live in their little, they were paying the college coaches under the table. Sonny set all that up for Nike. They were basically bribing the college coaches to wear their shoes. They wouldn't call it bribery, and I'd probably get in trouble for saying that, but it is what it is. So anyway, they started selling all these Jordan shoes, and it became apparent very quickly that Jordan was going to be a major player. He was going to have a seat on the board. Suddenly they're given all this power in a country, in a culture. They didn't hand out power.
You know,
You have all these fabulous black entertainers that came along. You have all these black inventors. Forget basketball or sports or music. You start digging into the base of the broad base of American culture, you find the impact, the unrecognized impact in so many places. But Miss Jordan asked for that percentage. And suddenly Nike's going, and they give it to him. And then they're like, it's out of control. And suddenly they're having to order all these shoes. And, it was scary. They had a sense they were losing control. And, Sonny was tight with Michael. And if you're in that business, you could see, Michael, you're going to have your own brand.
oh yeah.
And so, what is Michael today? They all are happy partners, Phil Knight and Michael has made millions. And he has been strategic in his own way. But, Magic will always be the guy left out. But Magic at least got in and got his piece. And Dr. J was very, very smart with his money and has done well with various investments. But, it's all part of, I don't know, nobody was getting big deals. I don't care your ethnicity or whatever. Nobody could have envisioned the world that Michael's unique ability and popularity created. You know, a Magic was an exciting player, and he was that guy touring internationally, and He really was the guy who gave us this world of positionless basketball.
Yep.
But, and he had tremendous charisma. When he was diagnosed with HIV, it's like Lon Rosen and all those people around him that absolutely love the guy, kill the hero.
Yeah.
And contagion like HIV can do things like that, Kyle. And so it's a fascinating story. It's almost biblical. All of this stuff is almost biblical with the way, I'm an executive producer on this neat LeBron James documentary we're working on, and
Cool.
I was just at a production meeting, and I've wanted to call it Basketball Jesus and Mary because I think the story is that fascinates me is the relationship between LeBron and his mother.
Wow.
It's a special and powerful thing. They don't want to do it because the other producers are they're wise in not doing that. But it is interesting in so many ways. The paradigms in culture are biblical,
Mm.
just as the heartbreak and the tragedy of culture is biblical as well in ways.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you head over to www.bookupapp.com to download our app so you can connect with your favorite bookish content creators, start conversations, and start your own book club.